because Coach Oates wanted to make sure the number one thing going into this game was stay in front of the ball. We've got to be able to play some defense, which Memphis got in the lane time and time again. That was one of the issues they had in that Memphis game. So they just got to clean that up tonight.
Jacksonville State averaging 72 points a game, giving up 68 a game, and they finally get on the board, and we are tied at 2. A little over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the opening half from Coleman Coliseum. Alabama, by the way, leads the SEC scoring at 10th in the country at 85.2 points a game. Here's Shackelford. They'll get it around to Keon Ellis, who was fouled on the three-point attempt, so some free throws coming up for the Crimson Tide.
And when you're defending Alabama, you know you cannot wait on the catch. You got to be moving on the pass. I wonder how many times he's blocked a three-point shot. You want to talk about just something that is immediately going to get you sitting next to the coach? Fouling a three-pointer.
That coach is Ray Harper, now in his 6th year at Jacksonville State. 98 wins with the Gamecocks. Spent the previous 5 years before coming to Jacksonville State at Western Kentucky, where he won 89 games. Just turned 60 years old a couple of months ago. Had a good talk with him today. Been around a long time. Basketball is in his blood.
He started out at Texas, University of Texas. Played a couple of seasons there before transferring out. And he told us it's pretty simple what they want to do against Alabama. First of all, they're going to make threes on anybody, but what you can't allow them to do is attack the rim. You got to protect the paint against Alabama, because that's if they do that and they're making threes, then you're done.
There's a live ball turnover. Ellis, pump fake at the three-point line, kicks it around to Juwan Gary. He launches for three, no good, and that rebound into the hands of Jalen Gibbs. And that three goes down for Kane Henry. Kane averaging 8 points a game. That's his 12th three of the year. Nate Oates now in his 3rd year, and what a job he has done, coming off an SEC championship, the only team in the country last year to win both a regular season and conference title. 7th year overall, 146 and 67. Of course, spent that time before Alabama at Buffalo. Got that program rolling, and you two had a nice conversation about snowblowers today in our meeting.
Yeah, he gave his away when he left Buffalo.
He did.
Which,
to hopefully never see it again.
He seemed like a guy to me that liked to grab the shovel and do it himself, though. You know what I'm saying? I just got that impression from him.
Just because you like to do that doesn't mean others do.
Some good looks early on from the three-point line for Alabama. But this is really where the improvement needs to be made on this defensive end. Good hands, active hands right there, now running.
Bediako with the takeaway. Shackelford. Keon Ellis, deep three, perfect. And Alabama out in front by 3.
How the defense, that transition, stop the ball initially, then you have the trail man. Trail 3. Keon Ellis has run that well. If you don't get anything initially, don't force it.
Ellis has scored the last 6 for Alabama. Finch, tough shot. Shot clock winding down. Rebound to Ellis. Off to Miles. Back to Ellis. Another deep 3 coming for the Crimson Tide. That one won't go, and that is out of bounds off of Bediako. Keon Ellis looking like Pat Bradley going deep.
That's how you share it. Oh, good pump fake, jab step. Bottom of the net. Bam up 3.
The holidays are in full swing, and you can feel the magic in the air.
Especially at T-Mobile.
Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. Only at T-Mobile.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers. Like me. Back to you. Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Love the delicious taste of fried foods? Now you don't have to say no. Enjoy all the crunch without the calories when you create healthy, delicious meals with Cuisinart's Air Fryer Toaster Oven. Our innovative technology lets you fry food with ultra-hot air and 98% less oil for healthier results and no messy cleanup or lingering odors. With 7 functions, this multitasking oven also bakes, broils, convection bakes and broils, warms and toasts, so you'll use it every day. Say yes to healthy and delicious with the Cuisinart Air Fryer Toaster Oven.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then, all of a sudden, it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
SEC Network Basketball is being brought to you by T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. We are in Tuscaloosa with the Crimson Tide out to an early 8-5 advantage over Jacksonville State. Dave Neal alongside former Arkansas Razorback shooter Pat Bradley. Glad you could join us. And well, I tell you what, you start
Santa
thinking
Claus.
about. That's right. There's Santa. Right, Santa's with us.
They're not
always with us. Right. I know. Great set, by the way. Great set design at your place. Hey. Memphis was a game Alabama wishes they could play again. They just did not come out. They played some great basketball. They beat Miami, beat Gonzaga, they beat Houston, then they laid an egg. What happened? What was wrong?
Well, first of all, Bama has 20 turnovers. And you saw right there, Memphis dominated the paint. They were able to get dribble penetration. They were able to get offensive rebounds and just put so much pressure on Alabama's defense. The other thing, Memphis went to the free throw line 25 times, 20 of 25. So they were either throwing it up for a lob there or getting fouled and going to the free throw line. That's a high percentage shot. Free throw line, layups, dunks. That's what Alabama wants to do. But Memphis, there was some fatigue. No excuses, but there was some fatigue coming off that big Houston win last Saturday night. So in Memphis was a desperate team. Very desperate, Dave. They needed that. And you go into FedEx Forum, and they were drooling.
And they got Alabama for sure. And Nate Oates, after the game, really disappointed in the team's effort. Said hopefully that was just a one-time thing from this group that generally plays extremely hard for their coach and for each other.
That's why you play these games, because you want to see different styles. And Memphis is an athletic team. They get to the free throw line more than any team in the country. So you got to understand how to defend without fouling. You got to understand personnel. So Nate Oates has put together a difficult schedule for these guys, but he wants to know what his strengths and weaknesses are and be able to draw on that later on in the season.
Alabama got off to a really good start, hit their first shot 14 seconds in, then we're 1 for their last 6 until Ellis knocks that one down. He's off to a hot start.
The other thing, too, you saw Javon Quinterly right there get in the paint. Against Memphis, Alabama had their lowest paint touch game by percentage for this season. And they were not getting in the lane and then kicking off a 3.
J.D. Davison on the floor for the first time tonight. A little awkward step to the basket, couldn't get it to go.
He got in the paint that time. He just wasn't sure what he was going to do with it when he got in the paint. Young fella just yoked that.
Something tells me he'll get back in there before the night's over.
Believe so, yes.
And we'll have a plan.
Next time he's probably just going to say, I'm just going to dunk it on you. That's a good plan. Never was my plan, but that's a good plan for him.
Here's Quinterly.
Turn the corner again.
Miles trying to hit Davison, knocked out of bounds, and it belonged to Crimson Tide.
See, I was always taught, you see how the defender never committed to J.D. Davison. So if you're running a 2-on-1, your goal, you're going straight to the rim. If the defender comes over and takes you away 100%, that's when you give it up. But your mindset on a 2-on-1 is to attack straight that angle right at the rim.
Quinterly trying to hit Miles in the corner, knocked out of bounds. There's 5 on the shot clock.
Early on in this game, Quinterly has been able to turn that corner and get in the paint. And that's what Coach Harper was telling us. We got to prevent that as much as possible, because Alabama's just as happy scoring 90 with layups and free throws than they are hitting threes.
Jacksonville State, 2 of 9 to start this game from the field. They'll go to the big man Huffman underneath. That won't go. Tapped around a couple of times, and last touch by the Crimson Tide. Here is J.D. Davison, averaging almost 10 a game.
Another good sign. All those Alabama jerseys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone's gonna. They all want to get a piece of it. That was drilled into them the last, 3 days by Coach Oates. Get it and run. That's why I like getting loose balls. Is this way we bam transition the other end. Another chance to shoot a 3.
Off the mark from Shackelford. And a loose ball foul against Alabama. That's going to go against Jawan Gary, the redshirt sophomore out of Columbia, South Carolina.
He had some foul trouble against Memphis. Big, strong, though. I love how he attacks that offensive glass, getting extra chance opportunities for his shooters.
Gamecocks 0 for their last 7 from the field. Inside to Huffman, gets good position and gets that one to trickle in. Huffman averaging 10 points, 6 rebounds a game. Davison.
And he looked very comfortable running that lead guard spot against Memphis. 8 assists. I'd like to see him turn that corner right there, Dave.
Jay Powell with a block shot. Not exactly the possession I think Nate Oates was looking for, having your point guard dribble. He looked like more like James Harden.
Right. Well, he's so explosive. You want him attacking that defense every opportunity he can.
Davison knocks it out of bounds. Alabama with a 4-point lead. 11-10 to go. Opening half from Coleman Coliseum.
Add fun to your Christmas list with hot deals only at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get up to 50% off game tables, up to 50% off ride-ons, and up to $500 off connected fitness equipment. Shop these deals at your store at academy.com through December 19th.
Tiramisu. Ooh, tiramisu. Or save up and eat tiramisu in Italy. Okay, little Italy. Autumn in New York. The lights of Broadway. Wait, did I pay the light bill? Yeah. No, I paid it. Didn't I? Wait, no. Yes. What? Huh. Regions. Tiramisu.
87% of people think about money all the time. Regions' convenient new ways to track your transactions make it easier to get back to the moment.
Let's break down Subway's new Baja Chicken and Bacon. Look at that coverage by that pepper jack cheese and that new rotisserie style chicken. Then boom, here comes your new Baja Chipotle sauce up the gut. And great, now I can't even see what I'm calling. Save big. Order through the app.
Be sure to catch the college football playoff semifinals on December 31st, starting off with number 1 Alabama, number 4 Cincinnati in the Cotton Bowl, and number 2 Michigan, number 3 Georgia in the Orange Bowl. It's the 5th time Alabama has been the #1 seed in the playoffs. They have won 3 college football titles as the #1 seed. First trip to the playoffs for Michigan at Cincinnati. Second for Georgia. Of course, they played in that championship game with Alabama, one of the great finishes of all time. Which will lead us to our All-State celebration moment. A couple of weeks ago, into November, this was the Alabama basketball team in their hotel in Orlando watching the end of that historic 4-overtime Iron Bowl against Auburn. Of course, the Crimson Tide win at 24-22 against the Tigers. John Mechie's celebration carries over to the hardwood as well. It seems to be the thing now around Tuscaloosa. Matter of fact, I saw Pat do that earlier tonight and then pulled a hamstring in the process.
Pulled it and then fell down, hit my head. It's terrible. Let me tell you that.
It's a lot.
What about Javon Quinterly playing quarterback?
Ooh.
What kind of a threat you think that guy would be? Like Allen Iverson in high school when he played quarterback.
Boy, he's some kind of athlete. That would be interesting.
Quick. Can throw it on time, on target like Tom Brady.
All the numbers for Alabama. Pretty good time to be a Crimson Tide fan right now. Your football team, hoops team, rolling right along. What is not rolling along are these offensive performances. Jacksonville State, 3 of their last 12, now make it 4 of 13, and Alabama 3 of 13. Just a 2-point game as Jalen Finch gets the basket.
And dribble penetration. That's one thing Coach Oates, again, was going over. Fellas, stay in front of the basketball. I've always thought dribble penetration, most devastating move in all of basketball. Puts up so much pressure on your defense.
Ellis has been the hot hand for Alabama. Can't get that to go. He scored 9 of their 11 points. The only other basket is Bediako had the opening points for Alabama 14 seconds into this game. After that, it's all been Ellis.
Yeah, he's been able to find that spot on the defense in transition a couple of times and in the half-court offense.
Boy, Gibbs steps back and hammers home that 3. He averages 11 points a game. 46% from behind the arc for Gibbs. 27 of 58. He's got a pretty good sample size.
Yeah, there's no hesitation on that. Again, that's understanding personnel. Those are the things that Alabama's defense has got to understand. You know they went over it in the scouting report before the game.
Davison to the basket. See, he had a plan this time when he went to the rack.
That looked much. Yeah, see what happens now? You know he can finish with the best of them in the country. And it's sometimes you do get that, what should I finish here? Do I need to give it up? All the best passers are also great scorers because the defense has to respect you scoring.
Ray Harper told us he was going to milk this clock in the half court. They're going to run offense every time they can. And again, shot clock down to 2. And let's see, will that be a shot clock violation and be Alabama basketball, or will they give Jacksonville State?
That almost worked out perfectly. End of the shot clock, you get dribble penetration into the lane, and he gets it to his big fella, Huffman. I think it was that Jawan Gary stuck his hand in there at the end?
Going to give him 1 second. Off the rim, rebound Davison.
It's an awfully good look to 1 second, end of the shot clock.
Easy steal up ahead to Gibbs, who throws it down.
That was really just a lazy pass, bounce pass across court. There you go, turn the corner. The man JD thought Shackelford was going to maybe continue that cut, rim run. But he's got to know, Jaden Shackelford stopping at the 3-point line, my man. He's ready. He's catching at the 3.
Foul on Bediako. Jacksonville State up by 1. This plan is working out quite well for the Gamecocks. That's a deep 3. Again, Gibbs hammering that one home. He went for a career-high 40 against Elon, hit 10 of 12 from behind the arc earlier this year.
10 of 12, Pat. The great neutralizer, the three-point shot. And that's somebody where, again, not on the catch. When he's moved, don't let him catch it. On the pass, you got to be up in his space, make things difficult, make him work.
Zellisnack with the foul, his first. Boy, Alabama just out of sync offensively right now.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just indecision.
The 12-2 run right now by Jacksonville State. Here is Gibbs. To the corner it goes. Darian Adams with another three. The fourth of the first half for the Gamecocks, and their lead is 7. Timeout, Alabama.
Jalen Gibbs feeling it again. Gets up above the rim. Fast break, and then from the three-point line. He's making Alabama feel it right now. Got to respect that three.
Man, we love our SEC family. It's great passion, it's great tradition, it's a culture. The best thing in college football, period.
This game right here.
It's really good. It looks amazing. Today is the day. I'm back home.
Hey, can we get a replay on that?
What's better than playing video games? Making them. And now, anyone can. With Pixicade, the video game maker that turns what you draw into a playable video game. Thousands of new games are being uploaded every week. Pixicade is easy to get started. Just draw a game, snap a picture in the Pixicade app, and in less than 30 seconds, you can play your very own video game. There are so many different game types to try. Pixicade even lets you share with others anywhere.
I'm not just a gamer, I'm a creator. I can't believe I could make my own video game.
I get to see my child's creative side come to life.
Over 500,000 games have already been created, developed by top teachers and game designers, and rated 5 stars by parents everywhere. Order the award-winning Pixicade Game Maker for just $19.99. It comes with the step-by-step books and codes to unlock game creation in the app, plus the new bonus bumper run game. Go online at Pixicade.com to order. That's Pixicade.com.
Well, thousands have been affected by southern and Midwest tornadoes. If you would like to help, please visit redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover from this just awful, awful disaster. Our thoughts are with everyone whose lives were changed forever by this horrific event. The tornadoes that touched down this past weekend across multiple states in the center of the country. And some of those communities have suffered significant damage with scores of homes and buildings flattened. Of course, Kentucky with a patch on their jerseys. They raised a bunch of money. Matter of fact, they raised over $3 million. Did the Kentucky men's basketball team, had a little telethon, local television up there, and it just got all over social media, and just congrats to those guys for their effort. Of course, the state of Kentucky hit really hard. I was actually doing a Western Kentucky Ole Miss game, and of course Western Kentucky from Bowling Green, and that community got hammered. And Ray Harper's community, Bremen, Kentucky, also really devastated as well. We were talking to him earlier today, Pat, about it, and said that some of his family as well got hit hard by that, losing some homes were totally damaged and destroyed. Just awful, awful events.
Yeah, it was. And it was interesting talking with him and what in the conversations he had with his family. Fantastic job by University of Kentucky. Coach Cal, he's going to step up, man. He's done it multiple times.
Yeah.
He did it again.
He is always there in a time of need, that is for sure.
You saw Alabama come out of that timeout in trying to get Quinerly to turn that corner. But credit Jacksonville State's defense. They have not allowed many straight drives to the rim. Matter of fact, Alabama's 2 of 5 on layups and dunks right now. 2 for 5. Just closing the gap. closing all driving lanes.
The 15-2 Jacksonville State run right now.
That
slowed it down.
That's smart basketball. That's working the defense. Two guys play a two-man game on one side. Everybody on the other side, spread it out. Give them space. Give them room. It's a good job of coming off, turning that corner, and then a great roll and finish at the rim.
Gurley with that dunk. Belly snack out of Slovakia. Kicks it out top of the key. There's King, can't go, and Keon Ellis seems to be everywhere for Alabama here tonight, but they're going to need more of Keon Ellis. Step back three on the way, and there is more of Keon.
He's just shooting it with so much confidence. It's his own fast break right there.
He's got a dozen in the first half, 3 of 4 from behind the arc.
And he is the only one that's really been able to get anything going for Alabama offensively.
Gibbs fouled, goes off the backboard. He'll have some free throws coming up. Hey, Wednesday night, 2 of the SEC's top 20 teams highlight our college basketball doubleheader. Jabari Smith leads a balanced Tiger attack with number 13 Auburn hosting Murray State at 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Then Darius Days, Tari Eason, and undefeated number 19 LSU take on Lipscomb. That'll be coming your way from the Pete Maravich Assembly Center in Baton Rouge. Both games right here on the SEC Network and, of course, the ESPN app. One tap is all you need. Jacksonville State misses a free throw, and Bediako back on the floor.
He's a big piece of Alabama's defense, Coach. And Coach Oates talked about how he's the anchor, the rim protector. At times that they haven't had since he's been at Alabama, when he's playing his best. And it's not easy. A freshman coming in have to assume that role. Takes normally some time, but he's stepped in right away. He's been able to do some damage.
Got his hand on that. There's Ellis off the backboard. He now has 14, but Bediako kept it alive. Well, we approach 5 minutes here in the opening half, and Alabama averaging 85 points a game, sitting on 20. Purdue drives to the basket and count it.
No help defense. You see that drive, stay in front. That was a great, that was an excellent, patient play.
That foul on Gurley, 14 foul. But the Gamecocks can't convert the three-point opportunity. 3-point game. That's off the mark. Rebound to Shackelford. Leads his team in rebounds. How much? 7 a game.
There's a lot of long rebounds too, and he's big. He's got good instinct for the ball, but he's a bigger guard. And with all these threes, you're going to get a lot of long rebounds. Loose balls just like that.
And a foul as Jaden Shackelford goes to the basket. Jaden averaging 19 points a game. He leads the conference in scoring, but sitting on a goose egg right now. 0 for 3 from the field, but free throws coming up.
And that's another thing Jacksonville State's been able to do up to this point is they've closed down the driving lanes. They haven't allowed, they defended without fouling. So you're not putting good free throw shooters on the free throw line.
Well, they're not going to put Shackelford, or excuse me, Shackelford on the free throw line.
Like he was shooting.
Yeah. That they'll inbound it, almost taken away by the Gamecocks, though. Shackelford will back it out. Here's Quinterly. Bediako underneath.
Great catch in traffic. Yeah, it was a good job. Good catch in traffic. Immediately, no hesitation, straight to the rim.
And a foul against Alabama. That'll get us to our under 4-minute timeout. Jacksonville State up by 1. But the big man underneath trying to do his part for the Crimson Tide.
Great pass by Javon Quinterly. Getting to the big fella. Good big hand, soft touch.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. Yellowwood Protector Stain and Sealer. Powerful protection for your deck. Available in pre-mixed grab-and-go cans. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
Some things can't be tried at home.
Where next?
With Capital One, the possibilities are unlimited. Introducing Venture X, our new class of travel card. Earn 10x miles on hotels and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, plus receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Find your where next with Venture X. What's in your wallet?
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because my Sleep Number 360 smart bed is temperature balancing so I stay cool. It senses my movement and effortlessly adjusts to help keep me comfortable. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Only from Sleep Number.
We only picture the hurdle, the bomb, the breakaway. But our student athletes are so much more. The strong voice, the strong father, the shining example, the hometown's pride, and still someone's really big kid. More than students, more than athletes.
Darian Fish here. We'll see you in a few minutes at the half. Show you how Kentucky blasted North Carolina. LSU trying to come back and finish a comeback against Louisiana Tech. We will update that. It's Keon Ellis and kind of nobody else right now for Alabama.
Alabama's defense is more important than their offense. They got to get stops to get out and run, get into transition. They averaged 88 points a game in the last 5 games.
They're not on pace for that now. We'll see you shortly, guys.
All right, Dari, thank you much. Alabama just 8 of 24 from the field. And if it wasn't for Keon Ellis tonight, no telling where this Alabama team would be. And Pat, well, you know, we talk about it, but seriously, I mean, how do we get Jaden Shackelford going here?
Well, the Fish mentioned it. Right now, Alabama, 25 possessions in this game. They have 5 turnovers. And to get out in transition, you saw Memphis. Memphis stuck to Shackelford like glue, okay? He couldn't shake free. When you get in transition, you can now find open spots on the floor. It's a lot easier for him to shake free for a 3. Without the inability to get those extra possessions in transition. Now, again, credit Jacksonville State. What are they doing? They're running their offense. They're taking their time. That's taking possessions away from Alabama.
Bediako and Gary combined swat that one into the stands.
And one of the best ways to slow down a team's fast break is to make shots. Because you're not as fast taking it out of the bottom of the hoop as you are getting it off the rim or a steal. That'll slow down a fast break right there now. But you can still run. See that outlet pass right there? You can still run and try to catch the defense before it sets.
Adams with that basket. Back to a 3-point Gamecock advantage. Gary blocking foul against Jacksonville State. That'll be their 16th foul.
That was good action. Again, good presence of good awareness by Bediako not to commit a turnover or an offensive foul. Move the ball.
Ellis short with that jumper, rebounded to the hands of Darian Adams. The transfer out of Troy in his second year at Jacksonville State. Adams has been somewhat quiet, does have 5 points, but he leads the team in scoring, steals, assists, minutes. And a foul on Ellis. Juwan Purdue got into the painted area. Now we'll head to the free throw line. Well, tomorrow this is the only game on the SEC network. Rakia Jackson of Mississippi State hosts Jackson State at Humphrey Coliseum. Coverage begins at 5 Eastern, and like everything else, you can catch that one on the ESPN app. If you're out and about getting your Christmas gifts for Pat and I, just send them to Pat and he'll get them to me.
I'll make sure it gets to you on time. If any of them are opened or maybe have to try some things on, depending on what you have.
Right.
Jacksonville State's, from an offensive standpoint, they've been able to figure out how to isolate, whether it's a one-on-one or a two-man game against Alabama. They haven't turned it over. That was another big concern.
Offensive rebound, a putback by Jay Powell, the 6'9 sophomore.
It's just all these little things. 4 made threes. 5 turnovers, a few offensive rebounds.
Boy, Davidson had a good look.
They've been able to take Alabama out of any of their rhythm on offense. Again, good job closing the lane, so not a lot of dribble penetration.
Boy, you saw Ray Harper there on the right side of your screen a moment ago telling his point guard, slow it down, and Finch looked at him and said, I can do that.
Well, the thing is, though, Dave, is like Alabama can strike quick, and they can go on a 10-0 run right now. If you take quick shots, you let them get out in transition, then you turn it over, and then forget about it. It's almost like you're waiting for that firecracker. Because Alabama, just imagine a rocket, okay? But the difference, you don't know how long the wick is, right? So Nate Oates lights that wick, and he's just waiting for that Bama offense to take off. Could be second half, could be right here.
Last foul was on Purdue, gives it back to Alabama. The corner 3 by Ellis off the back of the rim. There's Davison. Second chance opportunity now for the Crimson Tide, shooting just 29% from the field. Davison throws it up.
That's a good example of Jacksonville's defense, how they just walled it off right there.
So Bediako to the free throw line. 45% though for Bediako.
The good news is he knows what to work on. Like you, Dave, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's difficult, must be for you, because you really can't identify any of your weaknesses.
No.
So what do you work on? You see what I'm saying in the off season?
I work on reading promos like this one. Tuesday night. Don't forget, we have got some SEC hoops coming your way Tuesday night. The only game on the schedule is this one, Arkansas and Elon. J.D. Note leads a balanced Razorback attack. Razorback sitting there at number 24 in the latest rankings. It's in Bud Walton Arena, a place you know quite well.
Yeah, buddy. The basketball palace of Mid-America.
It is still an awesome arena. That thing is going on 30 years old or something now?
Whoa. Say, slow down. Was it 94? Yeah, I think it opened in 94.
Yeah. Closing in on 30. But, I mean, it looks like it could be a modern-day arena. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, they did a good job. Now, Jacksonville State got lucky there. That quick jump shot.
Yeah.
Alabama, no defensive rebound.
Alabama scrapping for the ball. Davison comes out of there with it. J.D. to the basket, throws it up, drew the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line.
An aggressive Davison is the best thing for Bama, for him. It just put pressure on the defense. Even if he's missing some shots, you just want him to stay aggressive. Because, again, it makes the defense now, what does it do? It closes everything, especially in transition. That's when you can kick out for the three. It looked like he's hobbling a little there.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. He's young.
He'll be all right. He's young, right? Gets the free throw to go.
How about him winning the game against Houston? On one end, he gets a offensive rebound chunk dunk, and then on the other end, he slaps it away, protects the rim.
Looks good on the free throws. Davison will check out as he will hobble to the bench. 3-point game. Jacksonville State under a minute to go in the first half. Jacksonville State wants a timeout. They'll get it. You mentioned Houston. What a game. Maybe the game of the year to this point. There have been a couple, but this would rank right up there, easily top 5. It was about as exciting as you can get for an early season basketball game, really for any part of the season. Houston, a very physical team. Alabama, at home, raucous crowd. Was it goaltending? Was it not? Pat Bradley said earlier today, no way was it goaltending.
Hey! Not even close.
Houston still thinks it was goaltending. But what an environment. You see some of the numbers on that game. 15 lead changes, 11 ties. And part of that stretch with wins over Miami, Gonzaga, Houston, and then, of course, the debacle in Memphis. And there's still the effects of that lingering here tonight. Alabama's lowest point total for any half this year is 31. That came against South Alabama. We're sitting at 25 right now with 51 seconds to go.
And it's been given Jacksonville State opportunities, whether it's been Bama turnover, giving up offensive rebounds, not identifying open shooters, or over-helping like that, Dave.
Here's a loose ball, somewhat of a run out. Quinterly fouled on the way to the basket. Quinterly still looking for his first basket. Just 3 shots tonight for this team's leading scorer. Or excuse me, a second leading scorer. 15.1 points a game. Quinterly averaging 4 assists per game as well.
It's been Jacksonville State, their tempo, right? I mean, what we talked to Coach Harper about, this first half, they've been able to do it. Almost to a T. They just took Alabama totally out of rhythm. You know, though, that Alabama is going to be able to make some shots, loosen up Jacksonville State's defense when you do make shots, open up those lanes.
Well, Shackelford and Quinterly have combined for 1 point here in the first half. They came in averaging 34 a night between the two of them. Alabama hadn't had a field goal since a little bit over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Four on the shot clock. Deep 3 from Finch. Didn't hit any iron. It'll be a shot clock violation, and Alabama will have a little over 3 seconds to get a shot up.
I thought maybe there was even a little bit more time on that. Looked like a second might have ticked off after that whistle.
Good eyes, Pat. 4.4.
That's it. I saw it. I heard it.
You were
Real
locked
time.
in. Locked in, my friend.
Oh, what a play.
Quinterly got it. Quinterly just hits the 3 to close the gap here at halftime.
Just the perfect spacing, passing, one dribble the whole time. One dribble.
Nate Oates and his team still a head scratcher, just 26 points in the first half. Excuse me, 29 points. Their season low. The Tide lead by 1. Let's get you to the studio. Dari, it's all yours.
Yeah, guys, State, Pat, thank you guys. Says it is a 1-point lead. I mean, it's a different story, Fish, if we come in and they're down 6 to Jacksonville State, who comes in at 5-5. As it stands, they're up 1 thanks to a 7-0 run. Question is, how do you take that run and use it to your advantage when you come out of the locker room in the second half?
I give a lot of credit to Coach Nate Oates and the schedule that he has laid in front of his basketball team. You know, you think about the likes of a Gonzaga, then you come home, play at Houston, and then you have a chance to go on the road to Memphis. And this Jacksonville State team is a senior-laden team, Dari. And so Coach Ray Harper's been winning basketball games for a long time, their head coach. And so he's exposing them to what Alabama looks like in a half court. I think what Alabama can learn from this basketball game is when a team tries to keep us in the half court, what can we do to mix it up? One is getting stops and getting out in transition. But I think eventually Alabama's going to have to put in some type of full court pressure for when a team keeps them in their half court offense so they can speed teams up in other ways because they are an up-tempo game. Last 5 games averaged 88 points per game.
Yeah, averaged 85 on the year, on pace for 58. It's a different look to this particular point. They're looking for their 16th straight home win is Alabama. All right, let's take you around the rest around the SEC as we go out to Vegas. Kentucky, North Carolina, of course, playing because their scheduled opponents, Ohio State and UCLA, respectively, out with COVID issues. So here we go. Xavier Wheeler pokes it away, and then Wheeler ends up with a layup. Kentucky up 18. Oscar Tshiebwe. Yeah, just too much to deal with.
You see the pose at the end? He had the left hand out. That's what I like.
16 and 12 for Tshiebwe. Great. Kellen Grady hits 5 threes. Kentucky, a 30% three-point shooting team, shoots 53% from downtown. Beats Carolina by 29. Second largest margin of victory in the 42-game history of this rivalry. By either side, what'd they show you?
They have responded to the expectations of their fan base today. You know, Kentucky hadn't had a bad season. People are just questioning, Dari, what they would look like if they played a tougher schedule. Whether you played number 2 team in the country in Duke, you played them well but came up short. You went on the road against Notre Dame. Same thing. Coach Mike Brey did a phenomenal job. And even though they led 5 points for the majority of the game, they come up short there. They wanted to leave 0 question marks in this game, so they dominated with their turnovers. They dominated on the glass. And Xavier Wheeler showed us that he is another alpha male along with Oscar Tshiebwe, and they set the tone from start to finish.
That was an impressive win, and Wheeler had the massive game. Tshiebwe again, another double-double. Grady coming up big with the 18. So all-around performance for Kentucky, and when they can hit the long ball, look out. All right, South Carolina on the road at Clemson, and look at the number of guys and key players like your freshman of the week in Devin Carter out because of COVID, health protocol situations. These two haven't played on the court, by the way, in 700 days. Chico Carter, baseline 3. South Carolina takes the early lead, but it was really just a lot of Clemson on this shorthanded South Carolina team, Fish.
Yeah, I would have loved to see both teams at full strength play this basketball game. I think they were both going in the right direction. South Carolina just didn't have enough.
3-game winning streak for the Gamecocks comes to an end. LSU facing Louisiana Tech in Bossier City. Had to dig out of an early hole. They were down 13. Now tied at 55, under 5 minutes to go. Tari Eason puts LSU in front.
Most underrated transfer in the SEC this year, Kenny Lofton Jr. with good footwork, stunting like his daddy.
By the way, Eason, 21 points. 21 points in the game to this point. Hits the 3 there, and it's a 9-point LSU win, and they will remain among the 7 Division I undefeateds at this point in the season. This, the big 3 from Quinterly right before half, and Alabama with a 1-point lead at the break.
The holidays are in full swing, and you can feel the magic in the air.
Especially at T-Mobile. Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us, only at T-Mobile.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers, like me. Back to you. Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Modern life, different schedules, different meals, different times. How do you keep everyone happy? With 5 cooking options, the Cuisinart Griller is the ultimate in versatility. It has a full griddle, a full grill, a half griddle, a contact grill, and a panini press. Redesigned with a sleek look, the Griddler has a sear function, digital adjustable temperature control, a count up and down timer for precise cooking times, and non-stick removable and reversible dishwasher-safe plates for easy cleanup. The Cuisinart Griddler. It's a real crowd pleaser.
What you do every day matters. At Alabama, it's our process that yields legendary results. This is where ideas forge innovation, dreams unleash opportunities, and contenders become champions. How far do you want to go? The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
That's my face before Curology. Man, I don't miss that. Answer some questions, snap some selfies. A dermatology provider mixed a formula for my skin. My acne started disappearing. Curology changed everything.
The future of health is not a thing that tracks your heart rate night and day, that gives you the most accurate sleep data, that tracks your heart rate during your workout, that predicts your period a month early and alerts you a week before it starts, that senses your blood oxygen levels, that knows when you might be feeling unwell, even before you do, that's water resistant up to 330 feet. The future of health is you.
What can you expect from ButcherBox? 100% grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, and so much more. All with free shipping right to your door. Get free bacon for life plus $100 off your membership.
Dorian Fish back with you. Alabama up 1 at the break. Texas A&M out west in Corvallis to face Oregon State. Late first half, Quentin Jackson to Hassan Diarra. Finishing off the break, A&M went into the locker room up 7. As you see more, look at them fighting, battling. Oh!
Give me that.
That's fine. You know, they're only the best three-point shooting team in the league. 57-45, A&M. Oregon State has lost 9 in a row coming into this game. Ole Miss, hello, Kamish. He's in Oxford. Oh, he and his fantastic wife as well, taking on Dayton. Nasir Brooks battles 4 Flyer defenders and puts it in.
Love that from the big fella. He's taking strides every single game, Dar. Getting a little bit better every time he steps in between the lines.
You know these teams have played 7 times previously. You know how many times Ole Miss has won?
Tell them, Dar.
Never.
Never, ever.
0. 7-zip, but that's a change and off the turnover. Jarkel Joyner. 12 points for Joyner. Then Deshaun Ruffin. Look at that, just slicing and dicing through Dayton Flyers. 76-68, Ole Miss gets its first ever win in 8 tries against those Flyers. Utah, Missouri. Mizzou needs all the wins they can get. Net rating over 250. So you can pick up some space there. Why not? Move up a little bit in the net. Kobe Brown going to make sure he does it. Look at that. Booth Gotch for 3. Utah hit 10 of their 25. That's 40% from downtown. But then more Kobe Brown.
Yeah, most improved player in the SEC. Really taking steps as well. Look at this big spin. Big boy basketball with a nice floater touch.
38-16 paint point edge for Missouri. Here's Jared Coleman. Mizzou hit just 4 of their 21 from downtown, but they get the win 83-75 off to St. Louis to play Illinois on Wednesday. Now at the steal and the throw down for the Gamecocks. But they trail the Tide by 1 in a tight one at Coleman.
Celebrate softness season with Tommy John. Longer evenings require perfect pajamas and luxurious loungewear, so indulge her with insanely soft fabrics that last. They're machine washable, easy care, and easy to gift. We've got something for everyone with hand-selected gift sets and breathable bras that solve all her problems. Make this year memorable. Surprise her with silky, soft support. But be quick, our gift sets sell out fast. Order by December 21st for Christmas delivery at TommyJohn.com.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
You're going to need a smaller cabinet because now you can take all those supplements you're taking or not taking and replace them with this. AG1 by Athletic Greens brings 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients, probiotics, and adaptogens together in one place. It might just be the most comprehensive and convenient nutritional regimen on the planet. Immunity supporting, recovery enhancing, digestion improving, energy lifting. Made to the strictest quality standards. Made in New Zealand. Made for just about everybody.
When Texas A&M put me forward for the SEC Professor of the Year, I was quite honored because I was competing against faculty at these fantastic schools. It was really quite shocking when I won it. I'm proud of everything that I've achieved, but it's largely due to my students. We each contribute intellectually, translating some of those technologies that we've developed to impact society. So to me, this is the top 1 or 2 honors I've ever achieved, and so I'm just really thankful.
St. Louis, the site of Bruce Pearl's return from his 2-game suspension. Auburn on the road. Down 4. Wendell Green Jr. for 3.
Yeah, rain starts when he walks in the gym, dog.
He did. A lot of Arca. Now, we'll look at Walker-Kessler battle. I mean, he had a big old game on Tuesday. Here he is working again. Kessler's already got 8 points, 5 rebounds, and the team with a logo on the back of Fish's phone has a 1-point lead at the break. Second half from Coleman straight ahead. Keon Ellis has done almost all the offensive damage for Bama. See if they can hang on. We'll see you when it's over for SEC Network.
The SEC taught us that no matter how hard you work, victory is never guaranteed. But fighting to get back up every single time you get knocked down is the only way to turn a setback into a comeback. Regions, official bank of the SEC.
Love the delicious taste of fried foods? Now you don't have to say no. Enjoy all the crunch without the calories when you create healthy, delicious meals with Cuisinart's Air Fryer Toaster Oven. Our innovative technology lets you fry food with ultra-hot air and 98% less oil for healthier results and no messy cleanup or lingering odors. With 7 functions, this multitasking oven also bakes, broils, convection bakes and broils, warms and toasts, so you'll use it every day. Say yes to healthy and delicious with the Cuisinart Air Fryer Toaster Oven.
What you do every day matters. At Alabama, it's our process that yields legendary results. This is where ideas forge innovation, dreams unleash opportunities, and contenders become champions. How far do you want to go? The University of Alabama, where legends are made.
What's better than playing video games? Making them. And now, anyone can. With Pixicade, the video game maker that turns what you draw into a playable video game. Thousands of new games are being uploaded every week. Pixicade is easy to get started. Just draw a game, snap a picture in the Pixicade app, and in less than 30 seconds, you can play your very own video game. There are so many different game types to try. Pixicade even lets you share with others anywhere.
I'm not just a gamer, I'm a creator. I can't believe I could make my own video game.
I get to see my child's creative side come to life.
Over 500,000 games have already been created, developed by top teachers and game designers, and rated 5 stars by parents everywhere. Order the award-winning Pixicade Game Maker for just $19.99. It comes with the step-by-step books and codes to unlock game creation in the app, plus the new bonus bumper run game. Go online at Pixicade.com to order. That's Pixicade.com.
Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama leading it by just 1 single point in a low-scoring affair. Alabama's lowest point total of the year in a half, in any half. Jacksonville State did exactly what their head coach Ray Harper wanted him to do, and that is take the air out of the basketball. They have held the SEC's leading scorer to a goose egg. Jaden Shackelford averaging 19 points a game, but Gibbs got hot, had a little 3-minute spurt there where he had 9 points. Keon Ellis first 10 minutes of this game was really the only offense for Alabama. So, Pat Bradley, my question to you is, how does Alabama get this thing turned around and start to look like the Alabama team we know?
Well, you have to create tempo in your favor. How can you do that? You can pressure, force Jacksonville State into quick shots, bad shots, then you get out in transition. Jacksonville State's done a good job of being patient and not turning the ball over. They've done a good job of getting the ball in the hands of the guys that need to be shooting it. So Alabama can't do that. Take away what they want.
Adams drives the lane. Huffman fouled on the way up for the dunk. He'll head to the free throw line.
So we saw a few times in that first half. Jacksonville State has been able to get in the paint. That's where the damage is done, Dave Neal. And then once you get in there, now what happens? Look at all this now. Reach right there by Ellis. Don't reach. Stay in front of that ball handler. Stay in front of them. The reaching, the over. Sometimes, too, if you're a help defender, you have to recognize when you don't need to help. You sometimes overcommit and you leave your guy wide open when the initial defender had the basketball in front of him.
Exactly what Coach Oates was talking to us about in that Memphis game. Defenders were getting beat off the dribble. Means help defense has to come. Easy shots for the opponent in that regard. Speaking of easy shots, Alabama finally gets one. Stretch their lead to 3.
Great cut. Jawan Gary recognizing the open spot. All scorers, Dave, no, you got to understand how to get to the open spot. You know, there's some of those players where you're like, how does that guy he's always open.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to get open.
Up a good spin, goes with the left hand. Nothing to show for it. Then a foul on that attempted rebound. And for the big man, that'll be his 3rd personal.
Big fella. Good job, Bediako going straight up. It's a good defensive possession.
Go back to the end of that first half. Alabama on a 9-0 run. Here's Gary, gets to the logo. Scoop shot, an offensive foul.
Not a fan of that call. And I'll tell you why. I believe a charge. See, remember they used to call it player control? Does he look out of control to you? No, all right, maybe get a little chicken wing. But he wasn't out of control, right? He was just strong, put his head down, made a strong move to the hoop.
Gives it right back to Jacksonville State, down 3. A little too strong, tapped around right to Ellis. Keon with a big first half, 14 points. Bediako on the low block. Zelly Snack. Playing some good defense.
Yeah, Jacksonville State on that weak side. They are stuck to Jaden Shackelford. So now it's Bediako. Can you beat us one-on-one? Because we're not going to let Shackelford do it.
The 3-pointer by Kane Henry. 36% from behind the arc. The young man out of London, England, by way of Northwest Florida State, buries the 3, tied at 31 now.
Now, Coach Harper said he's going to be the best athlete on the floor.
See the numbers for Kane this year. Had a career-high 23 against Morehead State last year, coming off just 4 points, though, against FIU, playing 22 minutes in their last game, a game in which they won. Look, I'll say it again. Jacksonville State's 5-5 on the year, but if you go back and look at some of those games, I mean, they lose their opener at Wichita State by 3. It took a late shot by the Shockers to win that one. They lose in triple overtime to Troy. They lose by 8 to Valpo. Ellis again strikes for the Crimson Tide.
But see, that's what Jacksonville State is giving Alabama. Think, when was the last time you can remember Alabama getting, other than was it Jawan Gary early on in this half? They had not given many shots right there at the rim.
Yeah, no, it has not been easy for Alabama to find quality shots. Corner 3 from Damari King. The rebound into the hands of Darius Miles.
Got to run. And then on the other side, Jacksonville State's been finding some open shots.
Ellis wide open, left it short. Alabama now 5 of 20 from behind the arc. Alabama shooting 34% for the game. Jacksonville State at 36%. But I think the story in this one, Quinterly and Shackelford combined for just 4 points. That's a big-time block from Bediako. Still won't go down for Shackelford. It'll belong to Jacksonville State.
Even the hottest shooter in the country is going to have nights like this. And Jacksonville State, what they do, ran him off the three-point line, made him move his feet, just to get in and make him uncomfortable any way you can, whether it's a hand up, make him move off his spot. Ooh, can't reach. Don't reach.
Ellis the rebound. That won't drop, and Alabama now 5 for 22. And a foul,
they got some good looks, and that is that offense right there. High ball screen. You get Bediako diving to the rim. That's the right pass. Miles, feet set. Good pass, under control shot.
Well, there is some bad news for Jacksonville State here as their 2 big guys are in foul trouble. Huffman has 3. Zellisnack just picked up his 4th. Another block by Bediako. 3 on the way from Adams is no good. Here comes Ellis back the other way. Couple of screens, and Bediako moving on the second time around and whistled for the offensive foul. That'll be number 3 on the big man. Alabama by 3.
Add fun to your Christmas list with hot deals only at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get up to 50% off game tables, up to 50% off ride-ons, and up to $500 off connected fitness equipment. Shop these deals at your store at academy.com through December 19th.
The holidays are in full swing, and you can feel the magic in the air.
Especially at T-Mobile. Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us, only at T-Mobile.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers, like me. Back to you. Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Not again.
Oh no.
For the gifts you won't forget, the Mercedes-Benz Winter Event.
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I can't tell you the last time I looked at my credit card statement. Hi, I'm Yaya, founder of Truebill, a simple app to help you stay on top of your spending, save money, and make sense of your finances. It's an automated accountant for busy people. Download Truebill today.
Well, for the most part this year, offense has not been a problem for Alabama, but they have run into some problems here tonight. 34 points on the board for a team that leads the conference in scoring, and they go about their scoring in different ways. Pat, you kind of broke it down for us earlier today.
Yeah, they do, and that's 92. And according to my mathematical skills, that's 92% of it right there. It's all predicated on getting paint touches, dribble penetration, or even you saw the cut by Jawan Gary, getting it in the paint, sucking that defense in, and then kicking it out for the 3. So Jacksonville State, has been able to protect that painted area, how is Alabama then going to get enough paint touches? Transition, steals, defensive rebounds, blocks, anything to get that tempo going, because that Jacksonville State defense, that half-court defense has been for real tonight.
Alabama, first in the SEC, 31st in the country in three-pointers made per game. Just a tick under 10 per night. They have hit 5 of 22 this evening.
Another second chance opportunity.
Yeah, good work on the boards for Jacksonville State, an area of concern for Nate Oates after the Memphis contest.
So now you know how Coach Harper's like, yeah, we want to work the shot clock. Well, that's about 45 seconds, and you can take 45 seconds off the clock, and you get 2 points.
That is a win for the Gamecocks. Alabama still winning this game by a point. J.D. Davison kicks it out. Miles will fire. Got it. Darius Miles with his first basket of the game.
That's huge because Jacksonville State has been able to dictate who's getting Alabama's shots. So now Bediako, Miles, those are the guys that they say, okay, we're going to leave somebody, we got to shade and help and leave somebody open, as be those guys.
Darius Miles stepping up, the sophomore out of Washington, hammering this three home.
That's it. I'm gonna assume he's gonna get a couple more looks like that. High ball screen, swing it back, because they're gonna help with that dive to the rim. That Jacksonville State defense.
Miles picks up his first foul. Here's Ellis trying to play a little defense against Darian Adams, and that didn't work.
Yeah, that was a case of I'm taking this to the hole and nothing you could do to stop me.
J.D. Davison to the rack. That one is blocked, knocked out of there by Kane Henry, but it will stay with Alabama.
Wide open lane, got it to the paint. A great individual defensive play, though.
Quinterly trying to find a little bit of room. Step back three on the way. No good. And a rebound to the Gamecocks as Jalen Finch at 6'1" gets the rebound. Last touch by Alabama. It is amazing. Jacksonville State shooting 35% and 27% this half. Only down a basket.
But you were able to see this because of player movement. Now the ball stayed in one player's hand, but the player moved. There's a lot of action, which forces Alabama's defense to shift and move, and created some driving lanes.
Shot clock winding down, but another offensive rebound.
Second time in a row, Alabama's defense forces a tough shot, can't complete the defensive possession by getting the defensive rebound. Jacksonville State makes him pay.
Jawan Gary cuts to the basket. Alabama by 2.
He's had a little bit of success cutting, moving without the basketball.
Gary averaging 10 points a game. That's 4 tonight on 2 of 3 from the field.
That may be the key for Alabama's offense this half, is moving without the ball. Cut, spread it out, cut, as opposed to trying to just dribble.
There goes Darian Adams.
He's heating
tied
up
at 39.
Huh? His second possession in a row that he just took it.
Davison, here comes a screen by Gary. There's no room for Shackelford. A defensive foul. That'll go against Jalen Gibbs. That'll be the third on Gibbs.
Yeah, they've done a good job of staying on his left hand. Interesting, Jaden Shackelford actually does everything with his right hand, except shoot the basketball with his left hand. But they've stayed right on that left side.
Another good box out underneath. Rebound Adams. Jacksonville State up one in the rebounding department, 30-29. But we are tied at 39. Midway through the second half. Here's King. A good ball movement by the Gamecocks, and the result is an easy layup on the other end.
So when you go on the road, what do we always say, right? Your jump shot might not travel. That might not fit in the suitcase. However, when you go on the road, you take care of the basketball, you rebound, like Jacksonville State has done. Right now sitting on 7 turnovers, 11 offensive rebounds. That's how you win on the road.
Jacksonville State looking pretty good.
Want to see a little bit more of Jacksonville State making a career in the lane.
New jerseys are here. There you go.
All-American Club?
Did you just turn us into Subway ads?
Yep, Subway's got so much new, like the new Turkey Cali Fresh, that they couldn't fit it in their ads. So they bought space on your jerseys.
Go long, Italian BMT.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that will make everyone feel like an MVP. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Anybody that wants to maximize their workout, anybody that feels that their energy reserves are not what they used to be, True Niagen slowly builds energy in your cells. It's like beast mode for your cells. I'm Shannon Sharp, and I'm a true believer.
On the capstone here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And a happy holidays to everybody out there. Just a week away from the big day. Jacksonville State leading Alabama 41-39. Hey, Wednesday night, 2 of the SEC's top 20 teams highlight our college basketball doubleheader. Jabari Smith leads a balanced Tiger attack with number 13 Auburn hosting Murray State at 6 Eastern. Then Darius Days, Tari Eason, and undefeated number 19 LSU take on Lipscomb. That's coming your way from the Pete Marabouts Assembly Center in Baton Rouge. Both games right here on the SEC Network, and of course you can always catch it on the ESPN app. That is a good night of hoops. A couple of top 20 teams coming your way on Wednesday night. Tell you what, there have been some interesting results. Missouri, a team that's had a really hard time scoring, puts up 83 tonight against Utah. Kentucky, what a job by the Wildcats. I mean, from the opening tap, dismantled North Carolina. LSU had to rally.
There's one score I don't even want to look at. Dave, don't make me look at that.
Hey, there's still some time left, Pat.
What's going on in North Little Rock?
They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. And Auburn and St. Louis, they trailed early, but the Tigers, Bruce Pearl back on the bench tonight. They're leading by 4 in St. Louis. Nice little trip for the Tigers toward the end of the year. But I got to tell you, the most impressive thing for me was Kentucky's total domination of North Carolina.
They put it together from the offensive end. We've been asking when. And the criticism with them has been the inability to make shots. And they've got enough guys that can make three-point shots. They don't have to rely on it. Severe Wheeler had him a heck of a game too.
Yep. Here's Ellis back the other way. Alabama down 2.
See, I think Alabama should continue to attack.
Man,
right there. At times Alabama almost looks to me indecisive. Almost looks to me like they're hesitant. And I think they should continue to attack, because at some point, your hope is to wear Jacksonville State down. It's gone Jacksonville State's tempo. They haven't turned the ball over. They've been getting second chance opportunities. We used to call it the breaking point, where you felt like, and then they're making tough twos, making a lot of tough shots at the rim.
Shackelford kicks it out now to Miles. Got it. Another three for Miles. His second tonight.
And listen, if that's where the open guy is going to be, get it to him. He's going to step up, make that shot, or he can attack the basket.
Into a double team. Ellis the other way. Hop step, off the basket, backboard, count the basket. And Ellis with the three-point opportunity.
Coach Oates, talk to us about how Bediako has been their anchor, their rim protector. Now the ability to start the break off of a blocked shot. I love it. Ellis, what does he do? No hesitation that time, Dave Neal. He forces the defender to step up and stop him. If you don't stop me, I'm going straight to the rim. I would have pulled up a three. That's just me.
Of course you would. They didn't have the Euro step back in your day, though. See, you didn't get that opportunity. Now, I imagine you would have taken it to the rack more with the Euro step.
Do you know how slow my Euro step would have been? It would have, time would have paused for me to take that one and then the long second one. It would have. But see, this is how Alabama can get you, though, now. Now they got a little bit of juice. Look at the defense now. Isn't it amazing when you make a couple shots how your defense is a lot more active? Hands, feet.
And a foul on the baseline. That's going to go against Adams.
I had a coach say that once. He goes, fellas, how come you guys want to pick up your defense after you make a couple shots? Shouldn't it be the other way around? It's like, you make a shot, you slap the floor, you get low, you're like, yeah. It's like, if you're missing shots, you should be playing D like that.
Bama's lead is 4. Shackelford still without a point.
That Bediako blocked shot has turned this game around.
It's an 8-0 run by the Crimson Tide.
And then we got Javon Quinterly. What does he do better than anybody? Turns that corner, reads the defense, throws up high to Charles Bediako, who's doing it on both ends of the floor, playing above the rim. Bama up 6.
Introducing the first stain worthy of the yellow tag. New Yellowwood Protector semi-transparent stain and water repellent. Find a Yellowwood dealer near you.
Add fun to your Christmas list with hot deals only at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get up to 50% off game tables, up to 50% off ride-ons, and up to $500 off connected fitness equipment. Shop these deals at your store and academy.com through December 19th.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because my Sleep Number 360 smart bed is temperature balancing so I stay cool. It senses my movement and effortlessly adjusts to help keep me comfortable. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Only from Sleep Number.
Those old shirts smelled as funky as they looked. At Cricket, we re-engineered vintage style. Softer fabrics. Modern fits. Old school done better.
Modern life, different schedules, different meals, different times. How do you keep everyone happy? With 5 cooking options, the Cuisinart Griller is the ultimate in versatility. It has a full griddle, a full grill, a half griddle, a contact grill, and a panini press. Redesigned with a sleek look, the Griddler has a sear function, digital adjustable temperature control, a count up and down timer for precise cooking times, and non-stick removable and reversible dishwasher-safe plates for easy cleanup. The Cuisinart Griddler. It's a real crowd pleaser.
Alabama's largest lead, 6 points, 9:08 to go here in the second half. The Tide have won 15 straight here at Coleman Coliseum, their longest such streak since 2010-2011 run of 24 straight home victories. But Bediako in the middle. Coach talked about him today with us and how he's such a difference maker, and he has made a difference tonight here in the second half with that block shot.
Well, we knew there was going to be a breaking point, and Jacksonville State has played excellent up until this point, taking care of the ball. They've been making tough twos, tough shots at the rim. You knew at some point Alabama was going to be able to throw up some kind of resistance and go on that run. 8-0 run. We used to, at some point you're going to wear down your opponent. Jacksonville State, defensively, they've done a good job. That takes a lot out of you. That is not easy to continue to battle with Alabama playing the way they have. Not shooting it well, not being as aggressive, indecisive, but that little spurt there got them going.
Bediako with 7 points, 7 rebounds.
That's a good post up. Big fella said, young man, let me show you how we post up here. He got his big hips right on those thighs, pushed him back.
That is number 4 on Bediako. Brandon Huffman's been around. The senior transferred from North Carolina. Second team all OVC last year.
Anybody with number 50, you know they've been around a long time. It's old guys like numbers 50, stuff like that. Big 5-0. Give it to him.
Here's Adams. Step back is good. Shot clock down to 2.
You want to talk about making a tough shot. Now, if Jacksonville State can continue to make, because shots are going to get more difficult as this game goes on for Jacksonville State. If they can continue to make some tough shots, this will go down the wire.
Goaltending against Jacksonville State. Give that basket to Javon Quinterly. Quinterly now with 6 points. Still looking for Shackelford's first basket tonight. His first point tonight.
Yeah, he is getting all the scouting report. You saw Memphis, how they just shaded him everywhere. He went on that left hand. Jacksonville State doing the same thing today.
Shackelford coming off his season low, which was 10 against Memphis a few days ago. Here's Quinterly right to the basket. That's Alabama hoops. It's a 12-2 Crimson Tide run. 7:40 to go. Here's Adams. King kicks it out. Finch to the corner. Back to King. Quinterly fouled at midcourt. And Alabama starting to pick up the pace. And Quinterly a big part of it, Pat.
Yes, sir. Makes a proper decision, stay aggressive, attack the rim, keep the defense on their heels. Ooh, nice little floater right there.
Man, we love our SEC family.
It's great passion, it's great tradition, it's a culture. The best thing in college football, period.
This game right here.
It's really good. It looks amazing. Today is the day. I'm back home.
Hey, can we get a replay on that?
If you receive regular payments as a result of an accident, wrongful death, or medical malpractice, JG Wentworth can help turn those payments into cash you can use now. With JG Wentworth, you'll have a knowledgeable team on your side, helping you get the money you need now. Maybe you want to buy a house, a car, pay off debt, or go back to school. The point is, it's your money, and you should be able to use it when you need it.
Call 877-CASH now or go to jgwentworth.com to see if you're eligible for a $5,000 advance.
Butcher Box. We deliver high-quality meat to your door. What happens next is up to you.
It can be easy to steal your identity. Now, it can be just as easy to help protect yourself. LifeLock helps detect identity threats. If there's a problem, we work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com.
Alabama now leads it by 8 over Jacksonville State. 7:19 to play in this one, and Alabama really struggled in the first half. Their lowest point total of the season for any half, and they took a last-second three-pointer at the buzzer by Quinterly to give them the lead, but it has been a different story here in the second half. And Pat, what's been the reason behind the little spurt offensively for the Crimson Tide?
Well, they got stops, and what were they able to do in transition? They stayed aggressive. Good things have happened when they stayed aggressive to the rim. Yeah, there are going to be times where you're going to get that three-point look. Darius Miles made a three. But this half, when they have stayed committed to attacking the rim, that's when good things have happened. Quinterly to the rim. You've had some and ones to the rim. But it started with Bediako protecting the rim on that block. Went on an 8-0 run after that. And then you could just see the juices flowing. Footwork. Hands more active. And things opening up on the half-court offense, too.
Here's Quinterly. Back to Ellis, top of the key three, way too strong. And a foul against Alabama.
I'm gonna guess if he had that one back, he may have given the pump fake, 2 dribbles into the paint, dunk on somebody, go draw the defense, kick for a 3. But he's like, I'm feeling it, man.
Shackelford picked up that foul. That's number 2 on him. Here's Huffman.
That's where you want to make him catch it.
That was short from the corner.
Oh, good pass.
Back the other way, it's Gurley. Give Ellis the assists, and Alabama's lead is 10.
The ability to get to the rim. That's what Alabama basketball is. I know everybody loves the three-point shot, but for them, it's getting into the paint, finishing at the rim. That opens everything up.
Jacksonville State will maintain possession.
This look familiar? Another block, get out in transition, but they're a lot more active. They're faster to the ball, Alabama is in this second half. Running the floor, and Jacksonville State, man, they played a great first half. It looks like it's taken a little bit out of them, though. Just a little slower to the ball, Jacksonville State in this half.
Gurley gets it to Miles, the layup. And Alabama's lead is 12 now. How about Ellis tonight, though? I was just looking at the stats, and Ellis with those 20 points, 2 off his career high, but 9 rebounds and 3 assists as well.
He's getting it everywhere. Does it look like Alabama? Does it look like Coach Oates fight up the coffee maker at halftime? It's just like, fellas, have a shot of espresso, because we're going to get back in this game. They look like a different team than the first half.
It's a 16-2 Alabama run.
Just quicker. See how the defensive anticipation, driving lanes off, helping each other.
Yeah, it's definitely, it is completely different than what we saw in the first half.
And there was overhelp. There was miscommunication. There was not getting out to shooters. But this, watch it. Move your feet. Move your feet. Move your feet. And he keeps pushing them back.
Ray Harper just puts his head down. Are you kidding me? We step on the sideline.
I know, right? After all that. And then that didn't happen in the first half. That did not. And Javon Quinterly He and Alabama have continued to just keep the pressure on this Jacksonville State defense.
Quinterly now in double figures with 10, and the attack of the rim has paid off for Alabama in the second half. With that timeout, gives us an opportunity to tell you tomorrow the only game on the SEC network is a good one, as Rakia Jackson and Mississippi State host Jackson State at Humphrey Coliseum in Starkville. Our coverage begins at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, and like everything else, you can always watch it live on the ESPN app. If you're out and about, one app takes one little tap. Alabama by 14. Quinterly starting to get it going with those 10 points. He does have 4 assists and 5 rebounds.
He's just too good, man. He's too quick. He's too smart to be able to keep him out of the paint, out of the lane the entire game. It's a tall task. There's not many teams in the country, defenders, that are going to be able to keep that kid from where he wants to go for 40 minutes.
Last year's SEC Tournament Most Valuable Player, first team All-SEC preseason member.
I'm going to say there's nobody that's going to be able to keep him from where he wants to go for 40 minutes. Is that a fair statement?
I think you're, based on
I'll
what
say
we have
it again.
seen.
No team, no defender for 40 minutes, Dan.
They're going to try, though. You better try.
Now, here's what's going to happen. That's when now Jacksonville State's defense is super aware. Okay, Quinterly, turn in the corner. That's when they're going to lose Shackelford somewhere in that half court. He's going to pitch it out to him. Shaq's going to make that 3. All's going to be right in Alabama basketball world.
Tied on this 18-2 run. Jacksonville State just 2 points in the last 7 minutes.
Good attack.
Shot won't go. They will head to the free throw line. Good effort there from Jalen Gibbs.
He's had some really good moments in this game, and he was able to find that crease. It wasn't much of one, but he found it.
Gibbs went for a career-high 40 against Elon, hit 10 of 12 from behind the arc, most by a Gamecock player in their Division I history, and most by a Gamecock player since 1990. The transfer from Mount St. Mary's. Averaged 16.5 points a game last year. And it's a 13-point Alabama lead now, under 5 minutes to play. Here's Ellis looking for a career high, but he'll give it up. They'll swing it around. Quinterly for 3. Perfect.
Yeah, Jacksonville State's trying anything to disrupt Alabama's half-court offense, and in that situation, boy, he played right into. They're just so good breaking that press and finding the open guy.
Nice move by Adams. He's fouled on the way to the rack. And chirping a little bit on the way back to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's made a couple of tough shots this half. And we talked about how they would have had to do that to stay in this game. They just didn't make enough of them. And Alabama decided to get things rolling on the offensive end. That's a strong move right there. He is a stat sheet stuffer, though.
Alabama by 13 now. Jacksonville State, a team that went 18-9 last year, 4th in the A-Sun. 13-6 in the conference as Alabama stretches this out to 15.
Keon Ellis can't reach in that situation. Yeah, Quinterly like a surgeon, man. He's just slicing. Actually, you probably wouldn't want your surgeon to be slicing, right?
No, I don't know.
I mean, you want a little bit more careful wording than that?
You're right.
Maybe a butcher? Precision. Dave, you're the word man. Come on.
Well, I mean, a butcher's a good one. But you don't really think about like a guy that's working like Quinterly as a butcher, though.
No, not at all.
Right.
He is more like the surgeon, the precision surgeon. Under control.
The fact that Alabama's cranked it up here in the second half without anything, I mean anything from Shackelford offensively. Just 5 shots, he's missed them all. Miles, that won't go. Rebound to Gibbs. That'll go down for Jay Powell off the window. And here's the butcher back the other way.
Slicing and dicing. Under control. Whichever way. Listen, I appreciate a good butcher, man. Sometimes he understands I'm going to have to do this on my own. From downtown, Alabama up 11.
Don't be shy now. I like that prime cut. I love my gold jacket, but that Aflac blue feels so right.
When you feel right, you coach right.
I know that's right. Prime never believed in double coverage, but health insurance and Aflac is money.
Must be money.
And I know how Coach Prime feels about money.
Now that is what this jacket needs.
Must be money.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac.com.
The holidays are in full swing, and you can feel the magic in the air.
Especially at T-Mobile.
Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us, only at T-Mobile.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers, like me. Back to you.
Hey.
Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Swimming takes a combination of effort and focus. Every breath, every stroke, every movement must be deliberate. One day you realize instead of feeling tired, you feel strong. That's what Regions Private Wealth Management provides. We're intentional about every detail of your financial plan, so you can embrace life's moments while planning for your future.
Well, in the first half, when Alabama was really struggling, thank goodness they brought Keon Ellis to the gym today because he carried him on his back, and he's put up a 20-point performance, 2 off his career high. And really, he had in the first half, he and Bediako were really the only 2 guys that looked like they were bringing the energy you expect from Alabama.
Yeah, he started off from Jump Street, and right now, 6 out of 12, 50% from the floor, so he's getting a lot of shots. And Jacksonville State, going into this, you know they wanted to take away Shackelford. They wanted to make life difficult for Quinterly. Keon Ellis stepped up to keep Alabama in this. It wasn't a pretty first half at times. Keon Ellis did what he had to do, though, to make sure Bama was in position to go on the run they did in the second half.
Don't forget, he also has those 3 assists tonight. Quinterly, really go back to the last minute of the first half. He had a free throw and then a 3 at the horn. But he's put together a 15-point performance really in the last 17 and a half minutes. And he's at the free throw line right now. Also, those rebounds tonight for Quinterly. 5 of those and those 4 assists. Here's King. Off to Powell. Gibbs. Blocked by Ellis or Bediako. One of those 2 got him. It'll belong to Jacksonville State. Well, you see Bediako, he's been playing with a sprained ankle. Comes out of there gimpy a little bit.
It's a good job, Keon Ellis.
They both got it.
Stay in front. That's it. Not letting the ball handler turn the corner. sort of setting it up for Bediako to get that block, although Ellis got a little bit of a tooth.
Step back three is good. 2:56 to go, 8-point game. King now with his first basket.
This is not the time for Alabama to let up defensively, because Jacksonville State is going to throw everything they can. Aggressive. Attack the rim, pull up for three.
That'll be Quinterly at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Hey, Tuesday night, the only game on the schedule on the SEC Network features the Arkansas Razorbacks, 24th ranked team in the country, hosting Elon from Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville. Our coverage starts at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central, right here on this very network. 8-point game.
Well, you wouldn't anticipate Devon Quinterly missing his last 2 free throws.
Nearly 76% at the line, but here's another chance now for the Gamecocks. Adams fouled on the way to the basket. Stops the clock. Chance to get some points at the line.
Yeah, now it looks like much of the first half, second chance opportunities for Jacksonville State. Alabama's defense allowing the ball into the paint.
That'll do it for Bediako. He will foul out tonight. He will leave with 7 points and 7 rebounds. Changed numerous shots around the basket. Well, they only have him for, looking at his block shots, give him 5. And not to mention all the shots he changed, right? I mean,
that's a game changer, yeah.
So Adams cuts this down to a 6-point game. 2 possessions as we close in on 2 minutes to go. It's a 9-0 Gamecock run. Here's Ellis. Miles now had it knocked out of his hands, but a foul against Jacksonville State, and that'll send Alabama to the free throw line.
Quite often, the game is simple. Comes down to, can you protect your rim and can you get shots at the rim and make free throws? It looks like that's what it's going to come down to here. Free throws, layups. Who can get him and who can stop him?
Miles just 57% at the line. Gets that one to go down. He's had quietly a solid game. Looking for double figures. 5 rebounds. And he gets them both. Boy, how's he at 57%? Looks good at the line.
I know he stepped up that free throw line like he's about a 99%.
Adams got it to go. Timeout, Jacksonville State. 1:34 to play.
Adams is very good at getting to that area. He is so comfortable. He doesn't even have to look at the rim. He just knows if he can get to that middle of the paint, he can throw it up right hand, left hand, over his head. He's just comfortable with that shot.
Adams has been solid tonight with 18 points, 13 in the second half, has 6 rebounds. He's 7 of 15 from the floor. Coach Harper telling us earlier today that he's been really impressed with Adams. Matter of fact, he felt like he needed to do more for him offensively, get him more opportunities, and you could see why.
Shooting 7 for 15, and as a senior, understands his strengths, where he's comfortable. He's not going to be forced into taking a bad shot. He's going to be patient, get it to where he's comfortable. Now this is where it's a luxury to have Javon Quinterly, Shackelford, just the backcourt, had played a lot of minutes, dependable. They just got to make some free throws.
Shackelford still scoreless, stands in the far corner, hands on his hips. Is Alabama trying to eat up some of this clock? Ellis. Miles. Shackelford, no good. Miles had it for a moment and then fouls, trying to come up with the basketball.
It is the look you want for Alabama. Out to Shackelford. He's going to make 50% of those. That's just unfortunate. Going for the ball, a little extra effort by Mr. Miles. Now what happens? So you put Jacksonville State on the free throw line. You stop the clock. Give him 2 free throws.
I just think it's amazing that Shackelford, who leads the conference in scoring, and 44% from behind the arc. Now, and his sample size is pretty big. At 83 attempts, he's hit 37 of them coming into tonight. But Shackelford is 0 for 5. You see him standing there, and you know it's been a frustrating night. Had a frustrating game against Memphis, just 10 points. Jay Powell the chance here to make this a 4-point game.
And Shackelford hasn't had many. Like, that was probably his cleanest look, and that was, what, 4 or 5 feet behind the three-point line?
And now he comes up gimpy. Looks like he twisted an ankle. Under a minute to go.
Gibbs has done a great job of just sticking on. Gibbs looks like he's hobbling now, too.
Miles gets it to Quinterly. There's a screen set by Gurley. He slips to the basket. Quinterly in traffic, off the window, won't go. Tapped around. Loose ball out to Adams. Inside it goes. Purdue spins. Reverse layup. Block. Miles got it. Block number 8 for the tie.
You just knew it was going to come down to somebody making a play at the rim, a defensive play at the rim. Free throws, layups, who can get them and who can stop them.
Tony Green, long time college basketball official, taking a look to see whose basketball this will be after the blocked shot. Boy, what an effort by Miles. Well, it looks as though Jay Powell got his hand in there right at the end. That's a tricky call. Initially ruled initially ruled Jacksonville State basketball.
It would seem like that would stay with Jacksonville State, right? That,
yeah,
not to overturn that. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Is that accurate?
27 on the game clock, so the Gamecocks will inbound it. Here's Adams. Miles a rebound. He'll get it up ahead to Gurley in the open floor. He's fouled. Free throws coming up for Noah.
Surprised by that 3.
That's the 4th on Gibbs.
They've been doing such a good job of getting to the paint in the last 3 minutes of this game, particularly Adams. 2-possession game anyway.
Gurley at the free throw line. 60%. 9 of 15 coming into this one. A transfer from Furman, the graduate transfer. Boy, it has been an ugly night for the Tide, but if they can win this one, get out of here and hit the reset button. So it's a 6-point game with 15.2 seconds remaining. Jacksonville State out of timeouts.
Good job
Deep
by
three
Alabama.
from King won't go. Ellis the rebound, and that will do it. So Alabama, a season low in points. Their previous low was 68. Ray Harper, Nate Oates shaking hands. Jacksonville State gave Alabama all they wanted tonight. But the Crimson Tide win for the 9th time in 11 tries this year, and Jacksonville State falls to 1 game under 500. If you're Nate Oates, what are you thinking, Pat?
Well, it was that one spurt, that run that they had that was predicated off their defense, creating easy buckets on the other end. It started with their defense for them to get this win for Alabama.
Well, your leading scorer goes for a goose egg, and you still pick up a win, 65-59. Alabama wins it over Jacksonville State. For Pat Bradley and the rest of our crew, I'm Dave Neal saying so long. Let's get you to the studio. Dari, it's all yours.
All right, Dave, thank you much. Shooter, great job as always. I got Fish with me here. By the way, a little hour-ish, you're going to be giving out Christmas presents.
Well, it's that time of the year.
We're a week away, right? You're in a giving mood as always.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
That's right. Just let people know what's coming up on SEC Now, okay? You're going to just get into that bag and you're going to start handing out something. So this is good. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't like people thought it was going to be. Any part of this from what happened against Memphis? What's the big message here?
That you got out with the win.
W
is always
exactly
present.
Right. That's exactly right. Okay, so Alabama does get the win, 65-59. Time now to bring in a head coach of the Crimson Tide, Nate Oates. We're just kind of talking a little bit. Was not pretty. It did not look easy, but what's the ultimate takeaway here, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, we'll take a win at this point. They're a hard-playing group, and they played us tough. They made some tough shots, and it wasn't one of our better shooting nights, but I thought our guys stepped up with some defense late. You know, when we got some stops, we were able to make some runs. But Keon Ellis gave us really good minutes in the first half, and Terrius Miles played well for us. You know, Quinterly came alive there in the second half, but we're gonna have to get better. We got to be better on Tuesday against Davidson if we plan on getting a win.
Coach Oates, you always take positives away from every game, and when I look at this game, you've got one of the better backcourts in the country, yet half of your backcourt and Shackelford and J.D. Davidson go 1 of 13, and you're still able to win. How does that make you feel as a head coach?